Imagine a place where endless sand once swallowed everything in sight, now covered in forests so vast they can be seen from space. Sounds impossible, right? Well, China actually did it. Welcome back to the fact frenzy, where curiosity meets reality. They turned barren deserts into living, breathing forests. And it's not science fiction. It's one of the most ambitious environmental transformations in human history. And there's a secret behind how they pulled it off. The desert problem. Just a few decades ago, northern China was on the brink of disaster. Massive dust storms rolled in from the Gobi Desert, turning skies orange and choking entire cities like Beijing. In some areas, sand dunes were literally swallowing villages. Farmers had to abandon their homes. Crops failed. Rivers dried up. China was losing land, fast. At one point, the country was losing nearly 1 million hectares of land to desertification every single year. That's roughly the size of Jamaica, disappearing into dust. The Green Wall. But here's where things get interesting. In 1978, China launched an audacious plan, the Great Green Wall. No, not a wall made of bricks. A living wall of trees stretching across the north of the country, designed to hold back the desert itself. For over 4 decades, millions of people have planted billions of trees. That's right, billions. It became one of the largest reforestation projects ever attempted in human history. And today, satellites show something incredible. Areas that were once pale yellow are now deep green, the science and secret behind it. But how do you actually turn a desert into a forest? Because planting trees in sand usually doesn't work. Here's the secret. It wasn't just about planting, it was about engineering ecosystems. Scientists studied which plants could survive in sandy soils, ones that don't need much water but still lock the sand in place. They used pioneer species, tough shrubs like haloxylon and salix, to stabilize the dunes first. Then came other layers of vegetation, grasses, small trees, and eventually larger forests. Add to that drip irrigation, drone seeding, and satellite tracking, and suddenly, the desert had competition. Even more fascinating, local communities were taught to grow drought-resistant crops and manage grazing. So it wasn't just about saving the land, it was about changing the way people lived with it. The results and challenges. The results? China's forest cover has increased by more than 5% in just a few decades. Dust storms that once reached Korea and Japan have significantly decreased. But it's not all perfect. Some regions planted fast-growing monocultures, single species of trees that later died out or drained groundwater. Nature doesn't like shortcuts. Now scientists are shifting to native, diverse forests that can sustain themselves naturally. Forests that grow slowly but stay forever. Surprising question. From a land of shifting sands to forests that shelter life again, China's story shows that even the harshest deserts can bloom, with the right mix of science, patience, and hope. But here's the real question. If a country can bring a dead desert back to life, what other impossible environments on Earth might we revive next? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next unbelievable fact about our wild, wonderful planet. See you in the next video.